Huge shout out to One Unbox before I start this video. They hooked your boy up this month. Got Raphael inside my unboxing. I also got this crazy cool looking pad. Write my notes on. You already know. I think this is pretty dope. I don't know if you guys can see that. Also got these super shoelaces, which you're not going to see me put on my sneakers. But it's definitely good to have though. I'm going to put this shit around my neck with a chain bling blinging. I got this cool pin. Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, I think it looks dope. That looks definitely looks dope. I got this magnet of Master Chief along with this pin. And to really finish it off, I got this dope Batman vs. Superman with Wonder Woman shirt. Yo, this shirt is off the chain. Shout out to you, One Unbox. Anybody who's interested, the links will be in the description below. But as far, let's get to this video.
I can hardly focus, can you poke it out for me? Know what I mean in those jeans.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ricky aka 3MG here. Just want to say shout out to my boy Mike for providing me with his shirt. New app that's launching, man. It's called Hype, man. Appreciate it. Yo, this shirt is official. It hugs the sleeves nice, man. I really like the quality, man. I'm gonna put his link in the description below if you guys want to check him out on Twitter. Definitely huge supporter, and I support him. That's my boy right there. So let's get right into this movie. So Batman versus, man, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna give you guys my reaction to the movie right now. Hit him. Yo, babe, don't talk to me while I'm watching this movie.
Babe, you know I'm not like that. I would never do that.
All right then. So let me watch this shit in peace.
2 hours later.
Babe, wake up.
I'm sorry, babe.
Damn, you fell asleep? This movie is like that, right?
20 minutes later. Meanwhile.
Oh, action? Ooh, I know this movie's Batman and Superman. Why I feel like I don't get enough of them? That was basically a little bit of my reaction of how I was acting in the movie theater, right? Wifey fell asleep. I've never in my life seen her fall asleep to a movie. Even if it was a movie I wanted to watch that she was not into, she'd be up. She'd be having to wake me up in the movie theaters. So to see that she fell asleep, I knew there was a problem. I feel like they crammed 2 comic books together. I'm not going to say which ones because that might spoil it for those who do know about the comics. Now, one thing I will say is Ben Affleck did a great job as Batman. Personally, I think he delivered it well. People underestimated him because of the Daredevil movie. And I will say this again, it's not his role as Daredevil that ruined it. It's the script of the movie that made Daredevil look like shit. And with this movie, I think Batman did a great job. I think Ben Affleck did a wonderful job. I would hope, actually, that I was hoping like, damn, man, I wish they could have a dedicated movie of Batman with Ben Affleck because he did a good job. He did a good job. So, and that's not to discredit Superman's role. I'm not a fan of Superman, but to see that these characters together was colliding, finally they're bringing something together to expand others, because this is what this movie was about. It honestly feels like they put these two in the movie, along with Wonder Woman, not even to really blow us away with them 3, just to really promote another movie, because that's how I felt. Obviously, this movie was a setup for Justice League. This movie was a definite setup for Justice League, but I'm not hype because I went to pay to see this movie, not to see a movie that's coming out in 2 years. So what I mean is, and it's not to say, oh, well, you should have expected it to be bad. No. If you're paying for a game, you're paying for a movie, you expect the best of the best. You get what I'm saying? So I went to see this movie, wifey. Once again, Batman versus Superman, you had Wonder Woman, and then you had DOOMSDAY, whatever, and you had Lex Luther. I swear to God, I thought Lex Luther was the Joker. Now, the person who played him, I'm not going to discredit his acting either, I think did a good job. But I felt like he had that personality that he could have played like the Joker or some shit. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, they had him in the movie as well. So plain and simple, the movie was disappointing. Was a definite disappointment. It was a 2 hours and 30 minute movie. Within the 2 hours and 30 minutes, you could tell that they were trying to get as much information as possible in this movie out of the way, so that they can bring in Justice League. Because if it was that they wanted to bring a Batman versus Superman 2, they would have never included half of the stuff that was in this movie and basically rushed a lot of the iconic moments in the comic books or scenes. Because obviously, you know, people know Batman and Superman fight. They fought. And I think in the movie, they captured the fight really good. I love how the movie captured their moment in fighting. What I didn't like was the transition or the phases in which they became cool before they fought and in the middle. A lot of the movie I'm still trying to figure out who had the most roles, because it's not to say whoever had the most roles played the best, but I feel like not even enough info on them specifically was given in the movie. Like, it was just a lot of hearsay for me. Like, a lot of, what was going on here, what was going on there. Batman showed up, and then Superman had his moments that he showed up, and they did their little individual things, and then there was a lot of like Throwback Thursday moments. And what I mean by that is, every time something was happening, all of a sudden they did like a Flashback Friday clip or Throwback Thursday clip, and it was throwing me completely off, because obviously I understand why they go back to these clips to try to give a little bit of explanation, but still, I'm like, what's going on now though? Like, people who read the comics understand what's going on, and they did that too much in the movie. There was a lot of going back into the past with what was going on, and then next thing you know, he was zapped back into motion. I'm talking about both characters. Then they'll go back to like, whatever. And that happened the majority to Batman. We know that Batman was trying to fight Superman. Superman was trying to kill Batman, but they wanted each other's help. Now, in the movie, I will say that I love, once again, Batman's role, because he was shooting people. He did what he had to do. He killed people. Shit, he didn't, no fucks given. I love what they did with Batman in this movie. My biggest concern was Wonder Woman was in the movie since like the beginning, but her role as Wonder Woman didn't come about until like the very end. And I just think the relationship between Batman and Superman wasn't even there. And then all of a sudden, after that fight, they had a relationship, a friendship of some sort. I did not like that at all. So I'm gonna like reenact some parts, right? And just hear my voice out on how this shit is. This is really how this shit was in the movie. Save Martha. Then Batman goes, why you saying Martha? Why you saying Martha? Then Lois comes, Martha's his mama. Martha's his mama. And then Batman goes, okay, we friends. I kid you the fuck not. Then when he saves Martha, Superman's mom, Batman goes like this. Don't worry, Martha. I'm a friend of your son's. This shit was like 2 minutes after their fight that happened. Like, legit. How you guys are about to kill each other to the death, like really destroy each other. Then all of a sudden you guys built this relationship. I feel like the movie rushed so much that you don't even get this real sense of communication or relationship between the two. All of a sudden, they go neck and neck and then become besties. I didn't like that transition. Just because he said the word Martha, of course, Martha Wayne, and then you got Superman's mother. But you just, the transition in which it went from that to them saving Martha, his mom, and then all of a sudden they became friends. Like, it wasn't like a second later. And I know in the movie they can push time periods fast. No, but it was literally right after that scene they went ahead to go save his mom, and then that shit happens. I swear to God, I'm not playing. I didn't like a lot of the transitions, and the fight between them three and Doomsday, honestly, I thought it was captured really well. I loved how the fight was captured. It still had a sense of a love scene with Superman and Lois. But I love the fight scene with Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Doomsday. I really did enjoy that scene. I love the scene with Batman fighting Superman. I thought it was great how they did it, because still, even though comics can really portray that or really bring that out, to see it done well in the movie, I was really happy to see it done in that fashion. I thought it was a real well put together. The choreography, I think everything together made it look good. It was just everything outside of the movie. You didn't even let them build a relationship with each other so that they can have like this sense, like, okay, we understand what's going on. They really just threw it in there, and then all of a sudden they were going in. I did not like that at all. But I love the intro of just Wonder Woman. I love how they try to showcase that Flash. I forgot that other guy's name. I can't believe it. And Aquaman are going to be in the next movie. Just the way it happens, and of course how cliche it was. You know, Batman at the end goes, "We need to come to get everybody and come together and fight." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I knew the next movie is preparing you for Justice League. And of course, I think Wonder Woman might get her own movie. Honestly, she definitely should get her own movie. But they should have gave her more role. I know it's a Batman vs Superman movie, but if you watch the movie, you would be like, yeah, they should have gave her more roles. But I think they didn't go in depth with the individual characters themselves and more about what was going on at the time in their past and at the current time. I think it would have been a better movie if they could have delivered their relationship better in the movie, because it was just a lot of like assumptions and hearsays and who there and whatever, and then they had their little moments where they met up with each other and shit. That's not what I would have wanted or thought they were gonna do. but still, the fight scenes were great. Batman gave no fucks. And once again, I'm not knocking the roles of any of the actors. I think putting so much into one movie was the wrong idea, because the movie, for the amount of information in the comics they put together, I think that the movie should have been a longer movie, even with a 2.5 hour long movie. And I know they did all this because they wanted to really hurry and push out Justice League. Now, I think Justice League may be a great movie if it does come out, or even just a Wonder Woman movie. But still, I think the delivery in this movie, people know, was really like a setup for the next movie. They had some good moments, and I think it's a movie that you should go watch regardless, so that you can understand what happens in that movie, so that when the next one comes out, then you guys have a better idea or assumption on why this or that happens. But still, I think the delivery and timing was a bit off in the movie. The pacing was terrible. How things happened in the movie, I wasn't impressed with that at all. Even with that Batman suit, you know, I was assuming that Batman suit was going to be there for a longer period of time. That Batman suit only lasted like 10 minutes, I swear to God. And that Batman suit was the shit. So, just let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you did watch the movie. Once again, you should go out and see it anyway. It's your boy 3MG here. And if you guys have anything you want to let me know on this movie, what's your hope for for the Justice League movie, or if you're looking forward to that, you know, Civil War movie coming out May 6th, let a brother know in the comments below. So I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
Why is Aunt Martha? Why? Oh, it's your mom? Oh, okay.
Conversation sometimes overrated. Don't wanna seem impatient, but let's get it straight. Don't need to wait so long.